Let us get to something actually that's going to be a positive, we believe. Liquid natural gas is creating opportunities for your portfolio. Remember Sempra Energy, whose Louisiana liquid natural gas facility and terminal to export it, President Trump visited earlier this month? Well, it just inked a 20-year deal with Saudi Aramco, which is going to buy the liquid natural gas from Sempra. But our next guest has a couple of different LNG names that he says should be considered for your portfolio. You're meeting John Creswell, Managing Director at Duff Phelps Management. Great to have you.
Yeah, good to see you.
It would seem obvious. Oh, Sempra. They're right there with the LNG terminal. You say, hold on. There's some plays that you would put ahead of that. Which
ones?
I
think the deal that they inked with the Saudis is phenomenal. In some ways, it's an affirmation of what we've been saying, that this is really a long-term play. So we own Sempra. It's a great name. They're a regulated utility that then also has this LNG export element. But if you just want to focus on that and you want a pure play on exporting LNG around the world, it's probably Cheniere, which has been a great stock, great management. In the Sempra deal, they actually let the Saudis take an equity interest in the deal. So the Saudis will own about 25% of that new facility. But Cheniere has about a 3 to 4 year lead on all the competition. Their first boat, if you will, went out with LNG in February 2016. So way ahead of the competition. And in some ways, they don't need an equity interest because they're generating so much cash flow right now.
Well, Cheniere, this is the 1 year picture. You're kind of right where you started.
Yeah, you are. If you look at the earnings and you look at the future earnings, the locked-in long-term contracts, right now we're talking about economic sensitivity, tariffs, trade deal. These have long-term contracts, very secure.
Okay, we got about 15 seconds. The Dow is losing everything and more. We're now down 214 at session lows. What's the psychology here for the markets? I
think it's just that there's no handicapping the China deal, depending on who you talk to. And so that's why we're kind of talking about how do you build predictability into your portfolio.
Such a pleasure to have you, John.
Yeah,
come back again.